Is centralized AI dying? The rise of the AI underground, 2026. What if the future of artificial intelligence isn't controlled by Silicon Valley, but by an invisible global network that no one owns? Right now, the most powerful AI systems on Earth are controlled by a handful of corporations. Massive data centers, endless rows of GPUs, billion-dollar infrastructure, centralized control. They own the models. They own the training pipelines. They control the APIs. They define the rules. Every time you use a major AI system, you're accessing something that lives inside someone else's walls. Efficient? Yes. Powerful? Absolutely. Neutral? Not necessarily. Because when intelligence becomes centralized, power becomes centralized. And whenever power concentrates, something else begins to form. A counterweight. A quiet alternative. An underground. And in the world of AI, that underground is growing faster than most people realize. The centralized AI era we're living in. Let's start with the obvious. Centralized AI works, it's fast, it's scalable, it's well-funded, it's coordinated. When one company controls the entire system, optimization becomes easier, updates are faster, training cycles are streamlined, bugs get fixed centrally. But centralization comes with structural consequences. One company can restrict access. One company can change pricing. One company can modify policies overnight. One company can decide what the AI can or cannot generate. That's not inherently evil. It's just reality. Now imagine AI becoming as fundamental as electricity, or the internet, or banking infrastructure. Would we want all of that controlled by a handful of entities? History suggests diversification eventually becomes necessary. And that's where decentralized AI enters the conversation. The spark behind the AI underground. The decentralized AI movement didn't appear randomly. It emerged from three pressures. First, data control. Users are increasingly aware that their behavior, conversations, and content are feeding centralized models. Second, censorship and governance concerns. As AI systems influence information flow, moderation decisions become power decisions. Third, infrastructure risk. When critical systems are centralized, outages or policy shifts can affect millions instantly. So developers began asking a simple question. What if intelligence didn't live in one place? What if it lived everywhere? What decentralized AI actually means? Forget hype. Strip away marketing. Decentralized AI means distributing both computation and control across a network instead of housing it in a single authority. Instead of one mega data center running everything, you have thousands of nodes contributing compute. Instead of one organization owning the model, you have shared governance or open participation. Instead of raw data flowing into one server, you use techniques like federated learning, where models train across devices without exposing private datasets. The system coordinates through cryptographic consensus layers, often built using blockchain frameworks, not for speculation, but for coordination and trustless verification. Think of it like this. Centralized AI is a skyscraper. Decentralized AI is a city. Messier, more complex, but harder to control from a single office. Real networks building. This future. This isn't hypothetical. There are active ecosystems experimenting with decentralized AI models. SingularityNet is building a decentralized marketplace for AI services, where developers can publish models and users can access them without a single gatekeeper controlling the ecosystem. Ocean Protocol focuses on decentralized data markets, allowing individuals and organizations to monetize datasets without permanently surrendering control. Fetch.ai is creating autonomous economic agents, AI systems that can transact and coordinate independently within decentralized networks. And Bitensor is attempting to build a distributed machine learning protocol, where contributors provide model outputs and are rewarded based on measurable quality. These systems are still early. They're experimental. They're volatile. But they are operational. And they are growing. Why this movement is attracting serious attention. Decentralized AI promises something centralized systems struggle to offer: aligned incentives. In traditional AI, users generate value, but corporations capture it. In decentralized AI, contributors, whether data providers, compute operators, or model developers, can earn directly from participation. That changes the economic equation. It introduces shared ownership structures, transparent reward systems, reduced dependency on single providers, increased global participation. Developers in emerging economies could contribute compute power. Researchers could publish models without waiting for corporate partnerships. Data owners could monetize selectively rather than surrender permanently. In theory, this flattens access to intelligence. In practice, it's complicated. The brutal reality: decentralization is hard. Let's remove the romantic lens. Training massive models across distributed networks is slow. Coordinating thousands of independent nodes is difficult. Latency increases when computation isn't tightly centralized. Incentive systems can be manipulated. Security vulnerabilities expand as network surfaces grow. Distributed systems are vulnerable to Sybil attacks, where bad actors create fake nodes to manipulate reward structures. Regulators struggle to define responsibility when no single entity controls the system. Enterprises hesitate to rely on infrastructure without clear accountability. Centralized AI is currently superior in raw performance. That's the truth. But performance isn't the only metric that shapes long-term adoption. Control matters, resilience matters, trust matters, and increasingly, privacy matters. The inevitable hybrid future. Here's what's most likely. Centralized AI won't disappear. It will remain dominant in high-performance training and enterprise-scale deployments. But decentralized layers may grow underneath. We may see core models trained centrally, inference distributed across edge devices, data controlled locally, governance tokenized or community-driven, hybrid AI ecosystems. Instead of one extreme replacing the other, we may witness convergence. And that convergence may redefine how intelligence infrastructure operates globally. The bigger question. This isn't just about technology. It's about power architecture. AI is moving beyond novelty. It now influences finance decisions, healthcare analysis, hiring algorithms, security systems, information flow, creative industries. If intelligence becomes foundational infrastructure, who should control it? Corporations, governments, communities? No one. The AI underground isn't about rebellion. It's about redistribution. And redistribution always disrupts existing power structures. What this means for you. If you're a developer, decentralized AI ecosystems represent early-stage innovation opportunities. If you're building startups, infrastructure diversification may become strategic insurance. If you're an investor, high-risk decentralized AI protocols may represent asymmetric bets. If you're simply a user, this affects your data, your privacy, and your digital autonomy. Because every interaction you have with AI systems contributes to a broader intelligence economy, and whether that economy is centralized or distributed will shape the next decade. The question isn't whether decentralized AI will fully replace centralized AI. It won't. The real question is whether the future of intelligence will remain concentrated or become distributed. And that shift is already underway. Quietly. In code repositories. In decentralized networks. In experimental protocols. Underground. If you're serious about understanding where AI is heading, not just the headlines, but the power shifts underneath it, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to SnobBots. We break down artificial intelligence, decentralized systems, emerging tech, and the strategies shaping the next decade, without the hype, without the fluff. Like the video if this made you think. Comment your perspective, especially if you disagree. And share this with someone who needs to see where AI is really going. SnobBots, where mind meets machine.